This is the Tree Service Marketing Profits Podcast, where tree service business owners, industry experts, and marketing pros share real strategies to help you grow, scale, and dominate your local market. Hosted by Wesley Smith and the team behind Tree Service Digital, dedicated to helping tree service companies explode their online visibility and generate more business to grow. Want the tools to grow your tree service business? Grab the ultimate internet marketing checklist at treeservicedigital.com/checklist and join thousands of pros in our free Facebook group, Tree Service Marketing Secrets. Now, fire up the saws. Let's get into today's episode.
Okay, so I wanted to give you 13 ways to market your tree service business in 2026. So super relevant, very current information that's going to work. We're seeing it work right now for our clients. So this is a complete blueprint to generating local leads through AI, search, and neighborhood domination. All right, the search landscape is actively shifting beneath your feet. And some things are still the same and still working just fine, but things are starting to kind of move over towards like AI search, AI platforms and things like that. So you're going to search different things based on what platform you're going to be on. So traditional search engine volume like Google search, Bing search, Yahoo search, things like that may drop by up to 25% this year and kind of moving forward. Doesn't mean it necessarily is, but people kind of go to different platforms. Some people are using different platforms, so they're searching on different areas instead of just the traditional Google search. Google still has the lion's share of search, but homeowners and property managers no longer rely solely on a standard 10 blue link search like on Google. They use AI assistants for recommendations, demand immediate social proof, and heavily weight local neighborhood networks as well. So to grow in 2026, you need a hybrid ecosystem of advertising. Local SEO, Google Maps, AI visibility, paid ads, and offline dominance too, which we're going to get into. So the 4 pillars of a 2026 tree service marketing strategy, 13 interconnected strategies that turn local impressions into booked jobs. So zone 4, you can see here is kind of the green leafy area of the tree. This is a tree here as an example. And so the green leafy part of the tree at the top is going to be referring to kind of your neighborhood domination, like your local mailers, things like that, where you're really getting everything out there. Zone 3 is kind of towards this area here. It's kind of expansive reach, paid acceleration, like digital marketing ads, like search engine ads, local service ads, Google ads, Bing Yahoo ads, Nextdoor ads, things like that. Zone 2 is kind of the trunk. So that's your core strength, local authority. So like Google Maps, social media, social proof, things like that. And zone 1 is really your foundation, which we go through too with our digital dominance plan. But that's kind of the roots, right? Your deep foundation, your website, your content on your website, the ongoing content on your website, getting reviews all the time, website and search engine optimization, and AI search engine optimization. That's your foundation. So just a tree to kind of show you that there's several different areas that you have to focus on to have a complete strategy in your marketing. So strategy number 1, you want to deploy a 24/7 digital salesperson, and that's basically your website. You want website with clear service pages, like what services do you offer, clear city area pages to show your service area and what areas you do go out and serve customers at. You want an instant contact form, chat widgets, instant call now buttons, things like that. And you also want proof of your work with like a before and after gallery, case studies of your job on the website, and things like that. And so 76% of people searching for a local service business who visit a business within 24 hours. So if they search for your business, usually within about 24 hours, they're going to call or they're going to visit your business, which in this case, tree service is home service. They're going to call your business to come out and give them an estimate. So, you want to make sure things are good when they see it. So without a fast, mobile-friendly website acting as the foundation, every other marketing dollar you spend leaks potential customers because that proof isn't there. Your storefront, your website, and you really want that to be professional looking, highly responsive, and have different ways to contact your business. Strategies number 2 and 3, the new search engine optimization feeds both on Google and on AI, so like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, things like that. Your search engine optimization is still very important. It shows up on the Google search, but it also feeds that information over to the AI platforms. And that's what you have to be aware of these days is AI is not creating new content. They're not like, making new things or anything like that. They're pulling from existing content. So they're basically pulling from websites, pulling from Google, the expansive data inside Google. So what you want is you want experience-based content on your website, targeted blog articles about certain topics in your local area. How much does a tree removal cost in your city, right? And name the city. Signs a tree needs removal. Do I need a tree removal permit in my city? And when you add these types of blog articles, it's highly relevant to the local market. You also want job case studies published on your website for local relevance, and then authoritative authorship, such as the owner being the author of these articles. Not that the owner has to write the articles, but the owner needs to be cited as the author of the articles. So storm damage tree removal in Marietta, Georgia, for example. That's a good targeted job case study with pictures and images and what you did. Large pine tree removal near a house. These are all specific jobs that you're going to post on your website. So you could think, if you post on social media and you post like, hey, we're in such and such neighborhood in Marietta, Georgia today. We're going to trim 10 trees here, and these are all maple trees. We're going to trim these trees. It took us about 6 hours to do the job and clean up and everything else. This is the equipment that we use. We use a spider lift in the backyard for easy access to get rid of these unsightly limbs and dead wood and things like that. So just explain the job, and it's so unique and such a powerful article to type on your website. It really helps, and that is going to help ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity to pick up your article and kind of show your website and recommend your company. Building local citations, earning backlinks, and publishing your hyper local case studies on your website is kind of how you train the AI assistants to recommend your company when a user asks something like, who removes large trees in Dallas, Texas? If you have good content on your website, good reviews, you're going to get mentioned and referred around a lot of the times. Number 4, dominate the local map pack. So the Google Maps, those are huge. Those are still a massive lion's share of the search and the clicks and the lead flow from page 1 on search. So verify your listing if you don't have one. Make sure you get your Google Business Profile verified. Get it done. Claim your exact service areas once you get it set up. List all of your services, right? Have tree removal, trimming, stump grinding, land clearing, tree healthcare, plant healthcare. List all the services you do on your website. Upload a lot of job photos. We see that people that upload the most photos in their local area and also have the most reviews tend to have the best performing Google map listings, Google Business Profiles. Next, automate your reviews, right? So find a way to export your customer database from your CRM like Jobber, Arbor Gold, Single Ops, whatever you use. Export that client list once a month, once a quarter, and feed it into some sort of automatic review request software, or automate every invoice. You can also automate invoices. Every paid invoice generates a review request to your customer. That's going to help just really get a lot of them. That's the difference between getting a couple of reviews here and there to getting 10, 20, 30, 40 5-star reviews per month, which is going to supercharge your results on the internet. So the takeaway here is when someone searches emergency tree service near me, active profiles with consistent new photos and automated reviews are going to win those top spots. That's what Google wants to recommend. Number 5, turn dangerous work into visual proof, right? So you want a 2-platform strategy. Make sure you're going to Facebook and Instagram, maybe TikTok if you're in the younger generation and you use that platform. But make sure you're taking photos. And this is just kind of images of what would go on there as like a Facebook and Instagram reel or just a post right from your mobile device. You can literally take the pictures, take the video clips right from your mobile device, post it instantly to Instagram, Facebook. And when you post to one, if your 2 pages are connected, it's going to post to both of them at the same time. But Facebook's best for broad community reach, targeted zip code ads, and storm cleanup updates, right? High volume of local homeowners are all on Facebook. Instagram is best for visual credibility, right? Showcase climbing and rigging techniques, equipment showcases, and high-speed time lapses of like massive tree removals. People love looking at that stuff. So the more of those you get on there, the better. One quick insight is don't just post logos, right? Social media brings your business to life, and it proves your crew's expertise before you ever step on the property. So people can kind of research you, get more information from your social media. Strategies number 6, number 7, and number 8, the paid search diagnostic matrix, right? So these are all the paid search that you probably want to implement in your local area. You've got the traditional Google ads. Those are pay-per-click. They're great because you can get them whipped up in quick speed to get them live, and they appear at the top pretty much immediately. And they're high intent queries and searches like emergency tree removal or like tree service near me. Those are good because people are searching to get that work done. Google local service ad, which is LSA here, local service ad, are pay per lead. So it's different than Google ads, which are pay per click. Google local service ads are pay per lead. So pay per call, pay per message lead. Shows on Google Guaranteed badge, which they just eliminated the Google Guaranteed badge. So you still have a check badge that says verified. It shows your rating and your review count. So how many reviews and ratings you've got on your Google business profile flows right into the local service ad platform. And it's strictly ROI focused campaigns for removals and trimming. So, people are looking up tree service, tree removal, tree trimming, and stuff like that. And you can deselect categories that don't make sense, like stump grinding, if you don't want to pay for those leads. So it's a really good network. It's a good platform to be on. Bing ads also get good results. We see this in some markets where Bing ads actually work really well for a smaller budget, like $500 to $700 per month. So you've got pay-per-click on that. It's very similar to Google ads, the traditional Google ads. Pay-per-click, lower costs, less competition. There's less people, on there. So you may get the benefit of being one of only 2 or 3 tree companies advertising on the platform. You reach an older homeowner type demographic, typically because the Yahoo search platform is now intertwined with Bing. So it's Bing Yahoo. And so a lot of original search users were on Yahoo and they still use it, right? And it comes loaded automatically on certain PCs when you buy them. So people use it. So it reaches older demographic, high income households and corporate networks on Windows PCs. So those are kind of the differences of the paid ads. Number 9, hack digital word of mouth with Nextdoor. So Nextdoor is an app that has, I think, over 85 million users. So it's good to get on there, right? Create a business page, claim your business page, and people will start organically referring and recommending your tree service business on Nextdoor. Capture organic neighbor-to-neighbor recommendations. When you do great work, neighbors will tag your page directly in community threads a lot of times when they're recommending people or just, different types of conversations going on Nextdoor. And then you can also run ads on Nextdoor, which is also great. Run highly specific ad campaigns strictly in the profitable zip codes or the places that you want to work, that you would prefer to work in, where you actively want more jobs. So people ask questions all the time on Nextdoor, like, who knows a good arborist or tree service company locally? And on Nextdoor, it's really cool because everybody knows they live next to each other, right? Because Nextdoor groups a lot of different neighborhoods and zip codes in the same Nextdoor community, the same neighborhood community. So that way, when people are recommending and referring people, they know that company must be local and close by, or they've worked in those neighborhoods a lot because everybody's close to each other. They're in the same neighborhoods. So Nextdoor is really good. Strategy number 10, 11, and 13 are the neighborhood domination playbook, right? So number 1, you want to put yard signs in all the yards, or, in the yard you're doing the job site, when you're on the job site, put a sign in the yard. You can also put, a sign in the front entrance of the neighborhood if it's allowed, and there's no sign police, sign ordinances out there. Put the signs out, really helps get more impressions, creates more social proof. You can put on there something like another tree removed by Aardvark Tree Service. Call our phone number here. Pin number 2, you want to put door hangers sometimes. So if your crews are finishing up the job or have an extra 10 or 15 minutes, you can literally walk up and down the street that you just completed the job on and put 10 to 20 door hangers on houses right in the vicinity of the area you just did work in, right? Those neighbors are already seeing you doing the job over there. They've seen your trucks. They've now seen your sign in the yard, and you go put the door hangers out. It's just another opportunity to get that call. Number 3, direct mail. So if you want to work in specific zip codes and dominate those neighborhoods as well, another good thing to do is every door direct mail. Send out flyers. Hey, we're going to be in the neighborhood doing some tree work. Good time to get on the schedule. We'll come out and give you a free estimate while we're in the area. Give us a call at this number. Put a tracking number on there. You can also target certain neighborhoods, not typically with every door direct mail as far as like demographics and size of house and how many trees and all that stuff. You can't really do that on every door direct mail, but you can still target those specific zip codes you want to work in. So really good way to do that. Those are the 3 ways like offline, so yard signs, door hangers, and direct mail. Next, you want to get a high visibility mobile billboard on your truck. So 30,000 to 70,000 daily local impressions generated by a single well-designed vehicle wrap. And that's cited from the Outdoor Advertising Association of America. Now, they do have a, kind of a reason to say that because they want to get you to buy more outdoor advertising. But it's true. I mean, if you think about it in your city, when you're driving that truck around all day and you're in a well-populated, population density is high area, you're going to have a lot of people see your truck. They're going to see it every day because you're working in that area. And this is a good visual of like what a good truck would look like, right? Big logo, exactly what you do. This one says Apex Tree Services. Call, 800-555-TREE, the phone number, and then it's got the website address at the bottom of that, apextreeservices.com. So this just gives you a visual of like what a good looking truck wrap would look like. You can see it from the side. It's got an advertisement on the back and then the other side. So no matter which place or placement your truck has, if somebody's on the left, right, or the back or the rear of the truck, they're going to see your advertisement on there. These are huge. This goes along with the other outdoor part of it here. So bring it all together. This is the ecosystem in action. So step number one is your offline impression, right? Truck wrap, yard sign, door hanger, direct mail. Step one, you're seeing all of that stuff offline. Step number two, digital intent. So the neighbor search is best tree removal near me via Google or ChatGPT. You're showing up there, right? Step number three, authority capture. So once they do those searches, they see your local service ad, they see your Google ad, they see your Google Maps, they see all your 5-star ratings, and they're going to want to call you. That's one of the reasons to work on that is to get those people to give you a call, not somebody else. And then step number four, you convert them, right? They're going to find your website at some point. They're going to end up there. Let's make your website look beautiful, engaging, have a video on there, telling them who you are, what your core values are, how you're different from the competition. And that's going to really help convert a lot of those people. Plus, just having like pictures on there of you guys doing the work with your trucks, your crews, your shirts, having job site case studies on there, having blog articles on there, and just an easy way to contact your business. This is how you blow up in your local area and 13 ways to market your tree service business in 2026. So if you're ready to blast off locally in 2026 with your tree service business, hey, we take care of that for you. We're a hands-off partner for you. You manage the crews, we manage the advertising ecosystem. Build your comprehensive multi-channel marketing plan with the industry's leading digital experts here at Tree Service Digital. We'd love to work with you, love to talk to you. You can scan this QR code if it's scannable from your device while you're watching this video. If not, just go to treeservicedigital.com and there's a contact us page there, and we'd be happy to talk to you then. All right, well, hope this helps. The 13 ways to market your tree service business in 2026. Till the next one, we'll see you then.
Thanks for listening to the Tree Service Marketing Profits Podcast. If you're serious about growing your tree service business, visit treeservicedigital.com to learn how Tree Service Digital helps companies just like yours dominate online and explode their business. Don't forget to download the ultimate internet marketing checklist at treeservicedigital.com/checklist and join the community inside the Tree Service Marketing Secrets Facebook group. Until next time, keep climbing, keep cutting, and keep growing your profits.